So, a Georgia man allegedly threatened to shoot Trump to death. I'm gonna watch him bleed out, he said. Welcome. How we doing? Hopefully you're doing awesome. That's what we're going to talk about today. Is another little deal. A Georgia man allegedly threatened to shoot Trump. So let's read on and find out what this one has to say. But this one's from The Blaze. Found this article on The Blaze. But he made the comments on a TikTok live stream, prosecutors said. A Georgia man has been arrested for allegedly making numerous comments threatening to kill President Donald Trump on an online forum. Jawan Rashawn Porter, 29, said that he would shoot Trump between the eyes and watch him bleed out, according to a press release, U.S. Attorney's Office for Northern Georgia. Porter joined a TikTok live stream on July 29th that had to do with the Alligator Alcatraz Detention Center in Florida and wrote the comments to other users, according to prosecutors. So there's only one way to make America great, and that is putting a bullet between Trump's eyes, he allegedly wrote. See, this is all allegedly. I'm going to kill Trump and put a .762 bullet inside his forehead, another message said. I'm going to watch him bleed out. I'm going to watch him die. I'm going to do that, a third message read. You know, there was a time in Utah where when Biden was in office and he was campaigning and he was coming to Utah for something, when Joe Biden was coming to Utah, and he made some Facebook posts. You know, he put a picture of himself with some gear on and holding an AR-15 or something. And this was when Biden was in office. And the FBI showed up at his house and killed him dead without even asking questions. They just kicked in his door and shot him dead. They don't take kindly to this kind of stuff. You know, and it doesn't matter who the president is, and it doesn't matter who whatever thinks about that president is. The point is, you don't say things like that. It's a serious matter, and it doesn't matter who, like I said, you may, you know, half the country may hate him and may be cheering for the death of him, but they don't take kindly to that. You don't do that. Like I said, a guy in Utah, they just came to his door and knocked him dead and shot him dead. Like, didn't even ask questions, didn't arrest him, did nothing. They just kicked in his door at 6 a.m. and that was it. No more of him. And that was over some Facebook posts. What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to jump on real quick and do a quick shout out to the sponsors of this video, which is first and foremost, the Lord above, the creator of the universe. Without him, none of us are anything. We're all nothing. And secondly, I wanted to shout out to the subscribers of this channel, because without the subscribers, this channel's nothing. And we're growing. We're growing slowly, but we're growing, and I get between like 1 and 10 new subscribers every day. So I see every single one, and every one I appreciate. It's amazing to me that I even have as many as I do. But my goal for the year is 8,000. So if we can get that by the end of 25, that would be awesome. And if those of you that have subscribed, again, thank you so much. You're the life of this channel. And those of you that haven't subscribed, if you want to, maybe not right now, but if you want to watch for a few more minutes, and then if you want to...
Go ahead. Make my day.
Yeah, if you want to go ahead and subscribe, that would be fantastic. But again, it's up to you. If you feel like it, if you feel like you're getting anything out of this, I'm working on a few things that I'm going to come up with some new videos and some new ideas that might help you out a little bit. But anyway, again, appreciate y'all. Love you. Back to your show. Just saying. Reading on. The live stream host apparently asked Porter what he would do when federal agents appeared at his door. I'm going to kill them too, he responded. Yeah, how'd that go for you? He was unable to fulfill that promise because the federal agents who searched his home were able to find an explosive and pistol ammunition. Porter was on probation and has a long criminal record, including the following offenses: making terrorist threats, influencing witnesses, mutiny in a penal institution, drug possession, battery, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and domestic violence. Yeah, pretty nice guy, it sounds like. Yeah, I think we should just let this one slide. You know, he's a good guy. He's just the domestic violence and terrorist threats. No biggie. You know, just slap his wrist and let him go, right? Prosecutors said he was charged with making threats against the president. The allegations against Porter are serious and require a swift, decisive, and collaborative response, reads a statement from U.S. Attorney Theodore Hetzberg. We do not tolerate threats against public officials or law enforcement officers, and Porter will now face the consequences of his actions. It's a kind of a short article today, but yeah, you don't do that. And even at that, when Obama was in office, and this story came from actually my dad, and I don't know where he heard it from, but he said there was this guy, this old man, who was kind of an old man, and he took a phone call, and he was asked, "Hey, how do you think about how the president's doing?" And he just being an ornery old man, he's, "I think they ought to take him out and hang him or something." And next thing he knew, there was FBI knocking at his door, and it's like, they don't take that kind of stuff nicely. I mean, threats to any official, any government official, any official like that, the president, the police officers, they don't take kindly to those kind of threats. And that's why it hasn't been that long. That's why they weren't like doing a whole lot of like investigating on him, and like they went in and they got him. I mean, they don't mess around. Like I said, that guy from Utah, they came in and shot him dead. I mean, of course, that's the difference between threatening Biden and threatening Trump, is they're just going to arrest him, and most likely he'll be back out on the streets pretty soon. But when it was against Biden, they killed him dead. They didn't, and that's beside the point. I mean, whatever it is, it doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter who the president is. You don't do that. I mean, it's plain and simple. That's just, you don't threaten the president. I don't care if you hate him or not. Whatever, hate him. You're allowed to do that. But I mean, to make threats and then you say you're gonna kill the FBI and the Secret Service too when they come to your door. Yeah, that didn't go very well for you, did it? Now you're locked up and you're gonna be facing some serious charges. And hopefully they don't just let you out really easily, really quickly, like they do a lot of criminals. A lot of criminals, they just give you a small bail and a bond and let you go, and on a promise to come back to court, and then you're off doing it again. But hopefully they need to start making examples out of these people and holding them to the highest extent that they can, give them maximum sentence that they can. I mean, I'm not saying go above and beyond, do something that's not feasible, but go by at least, like, if it's 5 to 20, give them 20. If it's, whatever, give them the maximum. So we can start making an example out of these people that show them, like, you know what, this is serious. We mean business. We're not putting up with this anymore. You guys may think what you want, but we need to seriously put a stop to some of this kind of stuff. But of course it's not going to, but I mean, that until they start making an example of people, then it is what it is. And I don't know, maybe he wanted to be a martyr. Maybe they thought that maybe they'll come in and shoot me and then I can be a hero like George Floyd was. And I don't know what his motive was, but all I know is that regardless, whatever happened probably didn't work out the way he was planning on it working out. But now he's going to be locked up for a long time, hopefully. Anyway, short one today. Appreciate y'all. Again, do the YouTube stuff down below. there's links below to my other channels, and there's links to support. There's whatever. I mean, it's up to you. But anyway, do the YouTube stuff. Again, I'm trying to hit that 8,000 by the end of 2025. I'm getting real close, but still got a little ways, but getting close. But anyway, appreciate y'all. Love you. See you in the next one.